What is up guys, Newlimits here, and today I will be bringing you guys the only leveling guide you will need for Season 22. I've done a lot of theory crafting and testing, and I believe I have found the fastest way to reach level 70 with any class. If you are here for the Necromancer, I suggest you watch my Necromancer guide. I'll leave a link in the description, because the Necromancer can level even faster. Unfortunately, I can't show you guys the Shadowclones because it's not Season 22 yet, but they will be vital in leveling your character as fast as you possibly can. It would be great if you could leave a like and subscribe, and let's go. Alright, so let's get started. You want to switch a hero, you want to create one. Normally you would click on Seasonal Hero, but I'm not gonna do that because it's not Season 22 yet. You're just gonna click a character that you want to play, of course. Let's go. Gonna give the wings and a pet. The pet is mainly used for the gold pickup. Then adventure mode. You want to go to Torment 6. Save and close. And then when you save and close, you're gonna do the challenge rift. Now it's really important that you create your character first. And then do the challenge rift. Otherwise you cannot claim the challenge rift back on your new character. So that's really important. After you've done the challenge rift and you completed it, you can start the game. Once you got into the zone, you're obviously gonna get your challenge rift back. You're gonna open it. You're gonna get a bunch of materials. What you then want to do is you want to hire the Templar. We use the Templar because he has some heals, so that's really nice. For the Demon Hunter, you want to take the weapon from the Scoundrel. But for any other class, what you would do is you go to the Enchantress. You also take her dagger. And then you want to watch the Templar and see who has the strongest weapon. So normally the strongest weapon is almost always the Templar, but occasionally it does happen that the dagger is better. So for any other class, you want to check if the dagger or the spear is better. So that's really important. Okay, once you've done that, you're gonna walk to the Mystic. You're gonna train her because you're gonna have dead breaths from the challenge rift back and the money. So you can do that. You then want to train the blacksmith as well to level 12. You will have the resources for that. Then you go to the merchants and you buy the highest possible gear that you can get. There we go. Then you just want to check all the other merchants that are in the zone.
I sell things for cheap because I will just take them off your body again.
You sell the rest.
No offense.
I dig this stuff up.
These are better, but of course for a Demon Hunter you don't want to pick them up because you need to be able to auto attack. But other than that, you could check if it's better and obviously buy it. Pretty obvious.
The prices may be high, but the quality is worth every coin.
Alright, so once you've done that, you want to go on Torment 6 and look for shrines. As you know, when you click a shrine or a pylon in the next season, Shadowclones will appear and they're gonna fight for you. They do a lot of damage, definitely in the early stages of the game, all the way up to 120 GR. So they're actually incredibly powerful. And they're gonna help you a lot with the leveling. Now, you have to keep in mind to keep your sheet DPS as high as you possibly can, and you know, your legendaries, if you have a legendary equipped, your damage is also going to get multiplied. Now, I have no idea about the actual numbers because they didn't say anything, but I do know that when you have a legendary equipped, your damage will be higher. So if you have 2 or 3, that's always better, of course. Alright, so then we're just going to look. Now, for me, I found these to be the best ones. You can go to a lot of zones and search for shrines, but these are the best ones. So we already have one. You would click that and it will help you clear. Of course, now I can't click it. So that sucks a little bit. Don't kill me, please. Alright. Thank you so much. Alright, so there we already had one, so that's really nice. Also, you can go to Leorics Manor's courtyard. It happens quite often. There you go. So there is one. These spawns can be somewhere else too, so they can be around here. Also on the stairs, like right here, they can spawn here too. Generally you have one. And then you can just, you know, click it and walk up here and kill them. Now, really important to add to that, if you would click this in the season and the Shadowclone will spawn, Okay, you have to go this way and not through here. Because if you would click here, the clone is gone. If you enter a new zone, the clone will disappear. Okay, so don't do that. That would not be good. Alright, so we've done that. Now you want to go to Howling Plateau, which is also a really good one. Now I only focus on the ones that are really easy to get. You do not want to do the Tour de France to find anything for the shrine. It is not worth it. Just if you didn't find anything in the zones that I'm talking about, just go back. Like, you can have a spawn here. Don't go much further than this. I mean, you could walk further and there's probably gonna be a shrine, but it's not worth it. So you just check that one, then to road to alcarnus. Because you know you want it to be fast and quick. If you have to run around and search for shrines the whole time, that's not gonna be very efficient. Alright, so sometimes you can have a spawn here. Now you could walk a little bit further.
I'm here to free you.
Sometimes you have a spawn here too. Right here. And I'm just gonna go a little bit further. It's probably still worth it. I hope so. Ah, here's a shrine. You see? So here can be a shrine spawn. If you go a little bit further here too. So here there can be a spawn here. And also a little bit further. Right here in the circle, in the center here. Alright, okay, kill me. It's fine. Alright, and then for the last zone, we are going to the bridge of Korsikk, which is a really easy one. It's just right at the entrance. So if you found one, it's gonna be right here, where I'm standing, right here. So it's really easy to check. Alright, so you want to make sure once you are level 10, now I'm level 16 because I used the Gem of Ease real quickly just to show you guys the merchant. But once you go to the merchant right here, you will see jewelry. So you want to buy rings and you want to buy amulets. Now you are focusing on mainly main stats. So for the Demon Hunter and the Monk, that's Dexterity. For the Wizard, the Necromancer and the Witch Doctor, that is Intelligence. And for Crusader and Barbarian, that is Strength, of course. Or plus damage, which is pretty much good for everybody. So I'm just gonna show you where you can buy them really quick. So it's Act 1, it's that guy. Act 2, you want to be here.
Most of my items have almost no blood.
So this one has 3 to 6. Normally you would find 2 to 4 when you're level 10. This one you definitely want to buy. Act 3. That's right here.
I need more discipline.
You can buy rings here. So strength you don't want, of course, because you're a dexterity class. But as you can see, 34 dexterity is a damage increase. So plus damage or main stat. That's what you're looking for. And Act 5. It's right here. There you go. Once you've bought your rings and your amulet, you want to go to the runes of Ceron, which is right here. Runes of Ceron. Once you are here, make sure that you have your mobility skills unlocked. So the Demon Hunt, for example, gets Vault at level 9. Most classes get it at level 9, but not all, like the Wizard and the Witch Doctor are pretty late. The Crusader gets it at level 13, if I'm not mistaken. So that is pretty late. But you want to make sure to be as fast as you possibly can, because this zone is actually incredibly annoying. I'm just gonna run through real quick. As you can see, you found a shrine here, so you're actually very lucky. What you could do, because you can find a few shrines here actually, and we have another one, which is really nice. What you could also do is stay on Torment 6 and hope you get a really fast spawn. That would be really nice. Alright, now, once you've done that zone, if you found some shrines, you gained a lot of levels, that is really nice. Or you just kill them with a massacre bonus, you would also gain a few levels. Once you enter this zone here, Elder Sanctum, you want to make sure you go back. That is really important, because you gained some levels, your damage is falling behind, you're getting weaker. So again, you want to go to the merchant, you want to equip the highest usable weapon that you can. You want to check the levels on your armor, make sure that they are also the highest usable that you can have. Always make sure that you buy first and not craft, because you will need the resources. Alright, so once you've done that, so you go back into Elder Sanctum, of course. Guess I'm just gonna run really quickly to where the cube is. You probably know, but... This can sometimes be an incredibly annoying zone. You want to focus on a massacre bonus, of course. Always focus on a massacre bonus. You're finding a shrine again. So there are some shrines here. So if you are lucky and they spawn at good times, you might be able to get some really good use out of it. So you can try it on Torment 6 first. If you can't find any shrines and you're dying too many times, then you should probably drop it, because you will not be able to do it on your own. Okay, so once you're here, like I said, you can get the cube. You would click that. Thank you so much. Alright. With that cube, what you want to do is you want to upgrade a rare item, a level 70 rare item, and you want to spend your shards at Kadala. Now I will show you exactly for what class, what rare item you want to upgrade, and what you are looking for when spending your shards. Then you just try to clear as high a torment as you can. Start at Torment 6. I would always go right here to the Temple of the Firstborn. It is an absolutely amazing zone. You have a lot of shrine spawns there. So it's really nice. You always have a cursed chest event with a lot of enemies dropping here, so you can really make use of the massacre bonus here. I hope we can find a shrine here. Yes, we do. There's pretty much always one shrine. So I've done some testing and I found about 82% of the time you will find a shrine, and sometimes even 2. So this zone is absolutely amazing. You have a lot of spawns here, a lot of easy enemies to kill too. So this is by far the best one. So you would run this zone. Alright, so you would be killing everything right here. You're gonna focus on the massacre bonus. You're gonna get gonna take the shrines. Alright, so you really want to make sure that you use the shrine with the cursed chest event. That would be the best thing that you can possibly do. So that would be really nice if you can pair them, but it's not always possible. So that is what you're gonna do. So you're gonna clear this out. You're gonna focus on your massacre bonus. You're gonna do the cursed chest. You're gonna kill everything. And once you want to go back, make sure to buy upgrade rare items. So you're just gonna go back here. You want to go to highest usable with the weapons. You want to purchase that one again. Alright, so you want to make sure that that's all correct. And what you then want to do is go to Act 1, and you're just gonna check the zones that I already discussed. Alright, so what you then want to do as last, when you are level 40, you can also do this at level 1, but I prefer to do it on level 40. You can forge a two-handed mace. It has the most damage. As you can see, two-handed axe has 1688 damage per second, but it does attack a little bit faster. This one has 1824.5 damage per second. But it attacks a little bit less fast, but it does have the most damage. What you then want to do is you want to craft it. I crafted 3. You can have 3 variants. So this is variant 1. It's the worst one. As you can see on the secondary roll, it does not have a percent chance to. Here you have percent chance to immobilize. Here you have percent chance to immobilize as well. But because this one doesn't have it, if you're clicking here, you'll see you have a lot of options. You want the level requirement reduced by 2 to 30. You want 30, of course. That would be really nice. But you have a lot of options here, which is not nice. If you click the other one, it's again the same. So if you want to re-roll this one, chances are very low you're gonna get level requirement. I mean, you can get it, of course, because it is in the pool, so you can roll it. But statistically, your chances are way less likely to get it because you have so many options, all right? Then you can go for this one. I mean, you can't really go for that one. It is the one that you crafted. If you craft one like this, where you don't have any of the secondary rolls, the percent chance, then just instantly craft another one. Don't even try to reroll on it. It is not worth it. But for this one, that would be really nice. This one is a better one. You have the percent chance. You have the experience. So as you can see, when I click the immobilize, you have a lot of options here. But if you click this one, you have way fewer options. So your chances are a lot higher that you will get the level requirement. So let's see if we can get it. Your chances should be higher. Because you get a 15, which would not be great. Alright, now really important to note. In a season, when you are doing this, roll 6 times maximum and then buy another one, because every time you roll, it's gonna cost money. And you don't have that kind of gold. So you want to just, you know, go back. You would then craft another one. And you would try again. So right here, this would be a bad one. It's not good. This one has a percent chance, so this one is one that you can use again. And then you just want to go again and do it 5 times, 6 times, and then just go buy another one. Alright? Till you run out of resources, of course. And then, you know, you roll with what you got. So now we're rolling with 15, which is absolutely not great. And then you have this one. This is the best possible one you can get. You have percent chance, but you also have life per hit. When you have the life per hit, it basically means that you also cannot get... I'll show you right here. Here you can also have life after each kill. But when you roll with life per hit, you cannot have life after each kill. So if now you go here, you go to the experience, level requirement, and you only have 3 options. So your chances are incredibly high that you will get reduced level. So that would be the best one to get. But of course, 5 to 6 rolls, that's it. Buy a new one. Alright, so basically once you've done that and you've got your level 70 mace equipped, what you want to do then is just absolutely make sure that you keep your levels from your armor as high as you can. Important level marks are level 50 and level 61. Okay, so now we're going to be discussing the shards and the rare upgrades that you want to make. So first of all, we're always going to do the rare upgrade first, because sometimes you will want to first upgrade your rare weapon to see what multiplier you get, to then use that multiplier for your shards. Okay, so for the Demon Hunter, we're going to go with the dagger, and you have only 2 options. So you can either have the Carly's Point or Lord Greenstone. So you're going to level this one. If you get the Lord Greenstones, what you want to do with your shard, so we're going to go to level 1. So definitely in this season with the Shadowclones and you're running on Torment 6, you really need that damage mitigation. So I would highly suggest going for the Bracers. Then you can go for either Pox Faults or for the Leorics Crown. So that is your choice. It depends what you want. If you want more damage, go for Pox Faults. If you want more experience points with a Ruby Gem in the Leorics Crown, then you want to go with the Leorics Crown, of course. If you can have both, that would even be better. But that's not always possible, of course. Now, if you get... And I'm just gonna collapse all and go to the dagger. Let's go. If you get the Carly's Point, right? Now, this is a different one. The damage of Impale is increased by 300 to 375%, and it returns 15 hatred. If you get that one, what you want to do, in my opinion, is... At level 31, you get the Holy Point Shot. So I would go with the Holy Point Shot. It's really nice, but the problem is there are 4 options there. So your chances of actually getting that is really low. So you could say like, hell no, I'm just gonna go full on for the quiver. What I would suggest and what I would probably do is for the reps of clarity first. And if I get them and I have shards left, I would then wait till level 31 and I would go for the holy point shot. That's what I would do. Alright, up to the Barbarian. So for the Barbarian, we are definitely gonna be focusing, well, let's put it on 70 first, on the two-handed mighty weapons. I believe this is the strongest one. I've checked the one-handers too, but they are definitely not worth it. Some are really good, but you have some really useless ones in there too. So I believe the two-handed weapons is the best choice to go with. You can have Frenzy doing more damage, you can have Warcry and Threatening Shout cause an avalanche, and the avalanche damage is way increased. For leveling that would be very nice. This one is a multiplier, this isn't. So you have 4 out of 6 chances to get a really nice multiplier. So I really like those odds. Therefore, a rare weapon upgrade, two-handed mighty weapon for sure. Now when we are looking at level 1, what you wanna use it for, I'm just gonna expand these things right here. Alright, so ring and shoulders, you don't want to use that. First, I was actually thinking, maybe you can go for the mighty belt. The problem is, with Kadala, you cannot choose only mighty belts. You're gonna go for belts, and you have these 2 options and these 3 options. So a belt is, you just can't do it, unfortunately. What I would do is definitely go for this one right here. So the Bracers of Destruction or Bracers of the First Men. That would be the best way to go. So just take one of these, and then you can go for Poxfalls, for example, or Leorics Crown. It's always a multiplier. Now what you want to do, of course, is if you see, and I'm just going to show you, you have level 70, collapse all, two-handed mighty weapons. If you get this one, the damage of Hammer of the Ancient is increased by 600 to 800%. And this one is reduced the fury cost of Seismic Slam and increase its damage. If you get this one, of course, and you are rolling for bracers at level 1, you want to make sure that you get that bracer, for the Seismic Slam. For example, if you use your shards and you get this one, but then you get the multiplier for the Seismic Slam, well, make sure to keep on using your shards till you get this one, of course, because it's going to be a huge increase. So that's why you always want to first upgrade your rare item and then spend your shards. That's really important. Alright, for the wizard. The wizard is actually kind of a big rip, in my opinion. I have been looking at a lot of things. Sources are definitely not worth it. I was looking at, I checked everything, but nothing was really good, to be honest. So I would just go with the one-handed wand. But even that is, it's not great. It's really not great. I mean, you can have the Wand of Woe, which is probably going to do something for you. Unstable Scepter would be really nice. Starfire, kind of. For leveling, I really don't think so, honestly. And then this one could be nice. An extra Hydra, more damage. But this one is useless. This one, kind of, is also pretty good. 50% faster. Hydras deal more damage. I mean, sure. But other than that, it's not really good. So you have some really nice options there, but also some really bad ones. So you're gonna be, you're just gonna have to be lucky, I guess, with this one. And now for your shards, it's actually really, really bad. I'm gonna expand all. For amulets, you're not gonna do that. It costs too much. Weapons, you're never gonna do that either. Swords, not. One, of course not. You can go for the Winter Flurry, but I don't really feel like this is good at all. It's a multiplier, but it only increases your damage by your Hydras when you're using Blizzard, and Blizzard is a skill you get pretty late in the game, so you're not really gonna be using this a lot, and it's not even a big damage multiplier either. Shoulders, no. Rings, no. You have the Poxfalls, which is an option. Leorics Crown. You have Ashnagar's Blood Bracers, and it is really nice to be tanky, but the problem is all the shields that you will get while leveling, you will get them pretty much at like level 50 and so on. So you have a few passives, I believe. I think it starts at around 40 or 45 that you will start getting actual shields. So it's pretty late in the leveling process that you will be able to actually use them to their full potential. But you can definitely go for them if you are okay with just, holding them for, a pretty long time without them actually doing anything. But then start doing actual, damage mitigation. Otherwise, you can just go for the Pox Vaults and the Leorics Crown, but it's not great, unfortunately. Okay, so for the Witch Doctor, you definitely want to go with the one-handed ceremonial knife. There are some really nice options here. Some are useless, some are really nice, so it's a little bit luck of the draw, but you definitely want to focus on this one. Now, if you get the Dagger of Darts, this is a special one. Your poison darts and your fetish's poison darts now pierce and deal an additional damage. That is really nice. Now, what you could potentially do is first at level 1, you could go for the Mojo. Gazing Demise doesn't really have anything to do with the Dagger of Darts, but it is a really nice multiplier, so you can always go for this one. But what you can also do, if you go to the Voodoo Mask, I believe it was level 31, no, 34 maybe? Yes, 34. So if you are level 34, what you could do if you got lucky to get the Dagger of Darts is wait to 34 and you could take your chance on Carnival, which gives 10 fetishes closest to you will shoot a powerful poison dart every time you do. You have a passive, I'm not sure what it is called, but every time you hit with a primary skill, it spawns a fetish. If you use that passive with the Carnival, you will actually do a lot of damage. So it would be pretty nice. So you can also go for that one. Otherwise, again, Pox Vaults, Leorics Crown, they are always really good ones. And for any other weapon that you get, you will just want to go for the Gazing Demise, and then you want to go for the Pox Vaults and for the Leorics Crown, like always. Alright, so for the Monk, you definitely want to go for one-handed fist weapons. There are some really nice ones in here as well, some really bad ones. By the way, I'm gonna leave it in the description how you can find this D3 planner. You definitely want to check for yourself. It's really nice to just see what possibilities that you have, but the Monk definitely goes for the fist weapons. You want to check for the multipliers, of course, that you got on your fist weapons. And then we're gonna see the bracers. You have a few really nice options here. So you have enemies take 600 to 800% increased damage from your Tempest Rush. So you want to make sure if you got a legendary with Tempest Rush that you want this one. Gundo Gear is Exploding Palm, and Pindo's Pride is Wave of Light. So you definitely want to check out what legendary you got, and if you didn't get the bracers right away, you might want to keep on using your shards on the bracers so you get the ones that you actually want that make you stronger. And you can also go for boots, and you want this one if you got the Scarbringer, because that is a multiplier for the Lashing Tail Kick. And the Rivera Dancers also give 50% faster and deals more damage. So you definitely want to go for the Rivera Dancers in that case, if you get the Scarbringer. Scarbringer, I'll show you real quick. That is this one right here. The damage of Lashing Tail Kick is increased by 450 to 600%. So you definitely want to amplify that damage even more. And then the Crusader, for the rare upgrade, this is a little bit of a difficult one. You have two choices. You have two choices right here. You can either go for a Crusader shield. You have some really nice options here. So this one is not good. This one is really nice. This one is really nice. That's not good. That is not really good. This is very nice. Very nice. Not good. Not good. Not that great. Not that great. Now with the one-handed flails, you also have the same thing. This is really good. This is really good. This is terrible. This is really good. This is terrible. This is terrible. And this is terrible. You see, so you have some really nice options, but also some really bad ones. Just the same, so it's pretty hard for me to say what you should go with. I think it is better if you take a look yourself and check out what you would like. I think, to be honest, I would actually go for the shields. But you can also go for the one-handed flail. I mean, it's not wrong. If you get one of these, it is absolutely amazing. And, you know, it's really, really nice. But, you know, you might not have that luck. And then you end up with just garbage, pretty much. So yeah, it's a pretty hard one. For the Crusader on level 1, I'm gonna expand all. You can have Gabriel's Vambracers. When your Blessed Hammer hits 3 or fewer enemies, the rat cost is refunded. This would be really nice if you get a multiplier with your Blessed Hammers. The Denial, if you go for shields, you can get either this shield or this shield, the Guard of Johanna. So Guard of Johanna, again, Blessed Hammer deals more damage. So if you can go for your shards, of course, with a shield and these bracers, it's a really nice combination. If you get the Denial, your sweep attack deals more damage, so that is also pretty nice. Oh, by the way, I didn't really say that, but I would definitely not go for two-handed flails. They are terrible. You can have this one. Bombardment is completely useless leveling because you only get it at level 61, I believe. Golden Flints is good. Sweep attack, more damage. This one is useless. This one is useless. This one is really good. This one is useless. This is decent. And this is just bad. So you have 3 options that are good. So that's also not really an option, unfortunately. So you can go for the Bracers, the Crusader Shield, or the normal shield. You can go for Pox Falls, or you can go for the Helm. And a really important one to note is also at level 31, if you went with the Blessed Hammer combination of Gabriel Vambracers and Guard of Johanna, you might have gotten a multiplier from your weapon even. Then you can actually, if you have some more shards left, you can go for the Hammer Jammers, which is really nice. Enemies take 300 to 400 increased damage from your Blessed Hammers for 10 seconds after you hit them with a blind. Now, very important to note, I'll show you right here. So you go to the Crusader Shield, you have this one here, the Final Witness. Shield Glare now hits all enemies around you, which basically blinds enemies all around you. If you would pair this, so if you would get this one, if you go for the Crusader Shield, I would actually wait to spend my shards till you are level 34 and then go for the pants. 31, I'm sorry. 31 and go for the Hammer Jammers. Okay, so you're gonna blind everything around you and you will deal quite a significant amount of damage. So you can pair those up and it would actually be pretty nice. Alright, so for the Necromancer, you want to focus on two-handed sights. You will always have a multiplier, so the Necromancer is just amazing for leveling, and that is also the reason why you can level so incredibly fast. So basically you just always get a really nice multiplier. And then for the shards, what you want to do first is you want to go for the Gloves, Grasp of Essence. I'll expand all. Gloves, Grasp of Essence, that is just absolutely amazing. Once you get the Grasp of Essence, you can go for either Pox Faults or of course the Leorics Crown. You could also wait till you are level 23. You can get the Golem Skin Breeches, which is also very nice. Definitely if you got the Grasp of Essence, you can go with the Flesh Golem. It can spawn corpses for you more frequently. You take 30% less damage, so that is a really, really nice way to go. What you can also do is if you get, collapse all, two-handed sight. If you get this one right here, the Blood-Tide Blade, I would still personally go for the Gloves, Grasp of Essence, because they are just so amazing, and Corpse Explosion is just a broken skill for leveling. What you could also do when you get the Blood-Tide Blade is you can go for the Iron Rose on level 35. So what it does is attacking with Siphoning Blood has a 100% chance to cast a free Blood Nova, which is absolutely amazing because you already got a multiplier. Now you don't even have to spend any essence to use your Blood Nova. So yeah, it's gonna be absolutely amazing. So I would definitely go for this one. But again, like I said, Golem Skin Breeches is a really nice option. Grasp of Essence is a really nice option at level level 1 of course, Grasp of Essence, Pox Faults, Leorics Crown would be decent too, but my choice would definitely go to Grasp of Essence, and on level 23 Golem Skin Breaches. I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next one.